morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Tuesday, April 1st, 2014. Be careful, today it's April Fool's Day. It's not April Fool's Day for Arthur J. Gallagher. The acquisitive broker has spent £210 million for the goodwill and an undisclosed sum for the net assets of Oval. Oval Group is a UK-based broker that specializes in healthcare, and they have 22 offices throughout the country. Oval Group founder and non-executive chairman Philip Hodson said the acquisition is a cash upfront deal with no deferred consideration. Former investment banker John Nelson, who's the chairman of Lloyd's, has just seen his contract extended. It was buried in the Lloyd's annual report. There was no public announcement. Nelson has now been extended to October 16, 2017. It was extended by 3 years. Nelson has done a number of good things according to the market, including raise the profile of Lloyd's with the British government and with British society in general. He most recently had the Queen of England and Prince Philip in Lloyd's last week, and it was just announced today that none other than U2's Bono will arrive in May for a visit to Lloyd's. David Prince, the chief financial officer of Liberty Mutual Insurance Europe, has resigned. He resigned from his role based in London and his directorship on March 14th of this year. A spokesman for the company said that Prince will not be replaced. Here's an interesting story that popped up. The former CEO of Brit, Dane Douetil, has become the head of, he has become the head of BMS, Ballantyne, McKeon and Sullivan. BMS is an independently owned broker. They do about 1.4 billion US a year in premium. He's also injected a significant sum of his own money into the company, 7 figures plus, that would be based in pounds. After he made that investment and after he made his appointment, the employee owners of BMS, especially the top executives, reaffirmed their commitment to the company by buying more stock. What Mr. Douetil said is what the market needs is a staff-owned business. Underwriters and clients need choice beyond the big three. That's very interesting. Mr. Douetil is going to try his hand at reinsurance broking, and obviously with Mr. Chilton out there and others, and Rod Fox, there are a number of people who want to make it the big four. It seems as if the market has wended its way toward a solution for payments of claims for the missing Malaysian Airlines plane. It seems that the war underwriters for Malaysia Airlines flight led by Lloyd's insurer Atrium had paid half of the $100 million hull loss. Meanwhile, the all risks policy led by Allianz has paid the other half. Apparently, the two groups have come to an agreement because 21 days plus had now elapsed since the loss of the plane. It's not been determined whether it was a war/terrorism event or whether it was something else. If it's something else, of course, the Allianz Re group pays. If it's war/terrorism, the Atrium group pays. Of course, if there's any liability loss, which is going to represent the largest portion of the claim, that's going to fall on the all-risk group, led by Allianz. Here's an interesting story that came out today from Willis Re. Their international chairman, James Vickers, said that U.S. reinsurance accounts renewing on April 1st showed 1 or 2 cases where underwriters refused to write business at final reduced prices. Vickers said some people are reaching the bottom of what they're prepared to do. Unfortunately, it probably doesn't make any difference because other people will take it up. That's the misfortune for those who walk away. Vickers said, quote, that although the pips are beginning to squeak, this had not created any difficulty in renewing programs. The April renewals, he said, had been more of the same, meaning rates had continued to drop. U.S. premiums dropped by 10 to 20%. Willis estimated that excess of loss for Japanese quake covers dipped as much as 17.5%. Pips are beginning to squeak indeed. Meanwhile, in front of the U.S. Congress today, a House and Senate subcommittee is being faced by none other than General Motors CEO Mary Barra. Ms. Barra, who is relatively recent in her position as CEO, is responding to a congressional call for an investigation of the General Motors recall of 2.5 million small cars with faulty ignition switches that GM links to 12 deaths in the U.S. and 1 in Canada. Ms. Barra has already said that mistakes have been made. She's determined to get to the bottom of it. Most likely today will just be congressional histrionics and posturing. It's unlikely that anything will happen that is not known. However, GM has provided 275,000 pages of documents to the congressional investigators, part of which will probably be revealed today, assuming they've had time to go through it. Again, meanwhile, be careful. It is April 1st. Don't let anybody play a joke on you. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching.